Hey, Crime Stoppers Coordinator Jason Adams, Sergeant Adams returns to the studio, sir.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. Glad you're here. And who's this lady?
Actually, this is the Crime Stoppers Executive Director, Miss Stephanie Brown.
Wow. Hey, Stephanie.
Hey, nice to meet you.
It's good to see you again.
Yes.
You and I met years ago.
Yes, we did.
And I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Now, what does an Executive Director of Crime Stoppers do?
I do the business end of Crime Stoppers as far as trying to get donations from businesses, civic organizations, people, individuals, and then I help Jason get the money that he needs for the payouts for the rewards.
So that's all the money that's in addition to all that money you get from the state and the federal government and the city and the county, all the money that you, what?
No, unfortunately, we are not funded by any of other organizations.
So this is all money that's donated to Crime
is.
Stoppers.
It's
That's the only way you operate.
It is. We have a gospel sing once a year, and we have a reverse drawing once a year.
So, so with those fundraisers, if not for the fundraisers and if not for the generosity of the local people donating to Crime Stoppers, you wouldn't have any money to award tipsters. You wouldn't have money to operate. You wouldn't have anything.
That's correct. And we have a lot of local businesses that donate yearly. They're on a schedule, and they will donate every year to Crime Stoppers.
Now, Crime Stoppers awards up to $1,000 for some crimes.
That's correct.
For felony crimes.
For felonies, yes.
And this money, it comes out of that pot.
It does.
And it works.
It does work. It works well.
Very successfully.
And in fact, I might add that this Crime Stoppers, excuse me, in the Wayne County Goldsboro communities is one of the most successful of the town of this size, the county of this size, in the country.
It is. We've been in operation since 1982, and that's how long it's been running. We are always looking for new businesses to bring on board or new civic organizations. The Crime Watch and the local communities, they donate to us too. So we're always looking for, new revenues, new people to come in and join us.
And I know it goes without saying because it's self-explanatory, but what would be a benefit for some of the businesses who would donate to Crime Stoppers?
Well, the biggest benefit is making your community safer. We are out there getting the tips, text in or called in to Jason, having eyes in the community, because the people that are in there are the ones that see what's going on. Obviously, the police can't be everywhere. And then the benefit for the businesses are they're doing their civic duty as far as helping the community. And we also recognize them on our Facebook page, which is Goldsboro Wayne Crime Stoppers. You can join us there. And we also are tied in with the News Argus, and they advertise for us.
This guy here, he comes aboard recently as a coordinator, and don't tell him I said this, but he's doing a fine job.
He is. He's doing a great job.
But he stepped into some big shoes.
Yes, he
And
did.
I'm not saying they all had big feet. I'm just saying that you had big shoes to fill. Paige Lerner did a wonderful job, and prior to that, all of the others, Rick Sutton and all the others, did a great job in keeping Crime Stoppers at the forefront in the community, letting people know what you do, letting people know that we are catching the bad guys. But you use the public and their help to do this.
Yes. And that's why we appreciate you having us here this morning, because the more we can get Crime Stoppers out there, get our numbers advertised, the more results we get from it. So we do appreciate it.
And do you remember the numbers?
I do remember the number.
All right, go ahead.
So the number you can call and text is 919-735-2255, and you'll be talking to me.
All right.
You remain anonymous, and we do pay up to $1,000 for any information that leads to a felony arrest.
Now that's true. I called that number yesterday, and you had no idea who I was.
No, I did not.
Until I said, "Hey, Jason, it's Wayne."
So yes, and it works. And when you call Crime Stoppers, you're going to the first thing when I talk is I inform you that it is Crime Stoppers, so that you know, hey, you don't come up and say, "Hey, my name is," and stuff. So we want you to stay anonymous and such. So when you call in, I will answer Crime Stoppers, and so that you are aware that you reached me, and that we want you to stay anonymous.
If somebody wanted to know more about this without actually being identifiable, if they said, "I've got a question, but if I call, am I going to be in trouble?"
No.
So will you answer a question if somebody called you up?
I do actually. I've had several people actually call that actually not even just in our area. They live in Florida and they need to get a hold of a Crime Stoppers coordinator in North Carolina. So I've assisted them in actually getting a hold of other agencies, the Crime Stoppers coordinators. I've actually helped them get a hold of other agencies that might be in the area and stuff, and you know, and helped actually other states.
And it has to work that way. All you coordinators, excuse me, Crime Stoppers coordinators, you work together.
We do.
You have to work together.
We do, and every year we actually have a conference where we come together, and our actual conference is coming up here in the middle of April, so in Washington, D.C. area. So I'll be there and actually coordinating with and speaking and networking with other coordinators from the law enforcement community.
Excellent. All right. 919-735-2255. That's the number to call or text. And we want to thank Jason, Sergeant Adams. Thank you, sir.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Stephanie Brown, so
Thank you
good to
very
see you
much.
again.
You
I appreciate
too.
you coming in, and
Thank
please come
you.
back.
I will be.
All
Thank
right.
you.
She is the Executive Director of Goldsboro Wayne Crime Stoppers. Thank you.
Thank you.